Chase Sapphire, the credit card, but they also pay for your TSA and global entry.
For real?
Oh,
Really? They give you $100 credit.
Oh, I have Sapphire? That's tight.
Oh, it's on sign up.
Huh?
It's on sign up.
Oh.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of The Careful Boys. Today we have Lawrence Cow back in the building.
Wow.
Ooh.
Clap, dude.
I like your shirt, Lawrence.
It says a Playboy.
Is it an official Playboy merch or is it parody?
Some fully.
Actually, I don't know.
Gildan.
This guy's kind of a playboy himself. We hear you're kind of a
Playboy.
Oh.
Official Playboy merch.
Official Playboy.
I was expecting
Vintage look.
It's a cool shirt.
something. I was expecting something a little more horny.
A little more risque.
Yeah. This is so innocent. They're just riding little mopeds.
They are rebranding.
Are they?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, Joe's tired because he missed his flight last night and he came in this morning at 7 a.m.
Dude, that's wild.
Shit, really?
What happened?
So, did you guys know you have to check in your flight before you get on the plane? I didn't know that.
It seems like such a common thing to do.
I didn't know that before too. It happened to me
Really?
too one time when I didn't check in, but all they did was bump me down from a first class seat to a lower tier.
For real?
What? Really?
They're like,
Maybe-
sorry, you didn't check in.
So you're seat's just empty in first class? You just
No, I think
Maybe-
someone else hopped onto it or something.
Oh, that's nice.
So how when did you check in though?
Wait, isn't that a
I
big
didn't
deal,
check. I
though?
didn't.
That's a huge deal.
How did you get in?
That's a lot of money.
No, I checked in when I got there. I didn't check in beforehand.
Right. So that's the thing.
You didn't even check in.
I went up to the TSA pre-check and they said boarding pass, and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't check in. And then like the flight was 12. All right, the flight was 12:20. It was taking off 12:20, right? I was there 11:50.
Boarding is probably what? 12:05. Yeah?
No, boarding's
No, boarding was 11:40. Boarding
All right,
was
little off.
11:40
Okay.
or whatever. So I always do this though. That's perfect timing. If I checked in, I could walk in 10 minutes. I'm good to go.
Do you always not check in?
No, it's my first time.
Okay.
But I also didn't know that you had to check in. I thought it was just you're checking in because you're like, hey, save my seat, bro.
Why are you laughing, Ryan?
What? I didn't know. Anyways, I go up there. I try to check in my app, and they're like, oh, you can't do this at this moment. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So I go to the kiosk, and they're like, go see a front desk person. I go to the front desk, and I'd be like, this is when I knew that front desk people always have to deal with people that are high stress and yelling at them and shit. Because all I said was, I was like, it's telling me to go to the front desk and I can't get in. And I'm like, my flight hasn't left yet. And she goes, oh, and she goes, yeah, you're not gonna be able to get on the plane. There's nothing I can do. She started making all these excuses and shit, and I was just like, I'm not one of those, man. I'm just chill. And then after
She was prepping to deal with your anger.
yeah, and I was just confused because I was like, but the plane hasn't left yet. And then she explained to me that there's a cutoff time. So if you don't check in before the cutoff time, it's shut down.
Because they assumed that you just never came.
Yeah, so they probably gave up my seat or something to a
Yeah.
staff.
Wait. There's a wait list.
You have to check in before boarding. Sounds pretty common sense, right? But I don't have common sense. So I was there, and then I was like, so what should I do?
It worked so far up to
Yeah.
for 38 years.
Because you fly a lot.
I fly a lot, so I should know these things, right?
Yeah.
But I also never slipped my mind to never check. This is my first time
Usually
never
you check
checking
in.
in. I'll check in and miss a flight.
You do the 24-hour check-in?
Used to it.
I don't know. Just this whole week I've been scatterbrains, right? So then I get to the front, and then this is also why you should never flip out on flight the people, because if you're nice to them, they're like, oh, this fool's different.
They'll hook you up.
She tried her best to get me on. She was calling her manager, oh, he doesn't even have bags to check in. He could just walk in right now. They're like, sorry, honey, you know the system's off. And then she tried to, you never did this before. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. I'm like, you don't even have to try so hard. And I was like, all right, well, what can I do? Because they can book you on the next flight. And then she was like, oh my gosh, it's all booked up. We have negative seats. And I'm like, how do you get negative seats?
That's what you want to hear.
She has negative seats. That means like they booked more people.
Always happens though. Like, why do they always do that? Like, overbook flights.
Because people like me, they know.
Bank on the fact that someone's gonna miss it.
Yeah, there probably is.
I bet it happens.
There's probably a
all the
large
time.
ratio.
All the time.
Like frequently, right? When they're like, all right, this is a fully booked flight. If anybody would like to give up their seat, you will get a $300 voucher and a hotel. You know what I mean? They like do that pretty frequent.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, I think they probably mathed it out over the years on like the probability of how many people missing flights out of the group, and then they just know. But then like, yeah, so after that, I just booked a flight going home, and then I said, going to LA, but I had to do a red eye. So I'm explaining this very slow because I barely slept. I had to go to Maui first. That was pretty wild.
Oh dang, yeah. How was that?
What was that like?
I got footage of Lahaina just all gone. It's all gone.
Bro, that's so crazy, dog.
It is crazy. Like, it's wild, man.
Just seeing those pictures, man, is fucked up.
Yeah, my family lives there, but they were like off island during that whole time. But then I was going in, and it was just a weird vibe there too. There were people traveling still or like connecting, but then the energy was different.
How many tourists did you see going to Maui, excited to take their vacation to Maui?
I did still see tourists, and I saw like, I don't know, like a lot of different foreign groups. I think maybe they booked their plans way ahead, and then they like they're speaking like French, Spanish, or whatever.
They're speaking French. Kick them out.
There's like Europeans, yeah. So maybe they had like a huge thing booked up. I don't know.
Well, even with like, like there's so many conversations about how like so much of Maui's economy is based off of like tourism, right? So like they still need people to come in order to like help support so many of the people who have work that are like completely around tourist stuff. Even my sister-in-law who lives there, and her husband, like, he works with like different restaurants, and like some restaurants got burned down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or she works with like helicopter tourism out there, and it's like now, like if people don't come and if people don't pay for those things, like those companies
asked out
as well. So it's kind of like it's a huge
double-edged sword.
Yeah, kind of conundrum, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, cool.
Good. Yeah.
Well, you made it. You're a little sleepy, but you made
At
it.
9:40, got on the flight, and then I fell asleep, but I treated myself because I said I'm gonna get myself a business class so I could rest. But it was a recliner, so I was like this. It went from here and it went like this.
No.
Nice.
That's optimal though. That's great. That's great for the flight.
Perfect amount you need.
Now you can get shut up.
I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, man, American Airlines out of all the domestic flight is probably the cheapest one, because even Delta got better recliners than this.
Delta's good.
Bro, American is a little funny, dog.
Fucking Delta loses my bag all the time.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
I like Delta.
I like Delta too. United. I hate United.
United, Delta, and American. Which ones?
Delta.
Delta.
Delta's number one, huh?
I think so.
American Airlines almost made us miss our flight like crazy when we had to do a connecting from LA to Dallas, and it got delayed like 3 hours, and everyone in the terminal, like it was a red eye, everyone in the terminal in American Airlines was all heading towards the customer service because like,
Oh damn.
dude, and I was like, oh no, I'd hate to be those people. And then our flight got delayed like 3 hours, so we didn't get on the plane till like 2 a.m. It
Damn.
was fucking awful.
Anybody got airport or airplane hacks or tips?
You should check in a day before. Sure.
Check in, do the check-in.
Do the check-in.
Check
for
your
sure.
email, do the check-in.
Do that.
Yeah. Get the business class recliner where you can go from here.
How often do you guys miss your flights, though?
Never.
I've only missed my flight once, and it was when we were a kid.
The flight.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I missed 3 times.
But you fly a lot though, huh?
But they're like stupid reasons. Like
What's the dumbest reason?
it was like a layover. It was a connecting flight, and then we were like, let's go smoke a cigarette in the cigarette lounge.
That's
We
tight.
missed our flight.
Wow.
Sounds pretty dumb.
Super dumb.
Me and Bart missed our flight because we were eating Carl's Jr. at the airport, and we didn't hear our thing being
Yeah, it's
called.
pretty dumb.
And we're just talking.
Were you guys at the gate?
We were next to the gate, and we were like, oh, we could see the gate. So we're fucking eating Carl's Jr., just talking, And then we're like, oh, maybe we should go to our.
What are you guys talking about?
How good the Carl's Jr. is.
Ooh, yummy.
So we were on time. It was boarding, but then it was such a small flight that they just were like, oh, guess no one else is here. And we're like, we see the plane. Let us on. And they're like, we already closed the door.
When we used to fly with like all Quest crew, Victor would always like, when we're waiting for the gate to open, he would just go lay down like freaking hella far, put headphones on and just sleep, expecting us to wake him up. And we're like, fuck that, we're not waking that fool up. And we just left him.
Hey, is he one of those guys?
Yeah.
Is he one of those guys that sleeps on the floor?
Yeah, yeah, he does, yeah.
I like to trip over him on accident, dude.
I used to be that guy.
So funny.
Yeah, like I would always just lay down with my duffel bag. Like,
I like to trip on those people. Oh shit, sorry.
yeah, it was you,
It
fucker.
was me, dude.
I still didn't wake up.
One of the stupidest things I've done was I booked a plane ticket, like, from Honolulu to here when I was here.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah, I basically
That's an airplane tip.
But it was so funny. And then the thing is, I got in.
Yeah.
Like I got in, security, everything, and then I was just like, yo, it says my shit is boarding right now. And then I was like, I'm in the right gate, am I? Wait, it says, oh crap, it says Honolulu to LA. And I'm like, I'm in LA, what the fuck?
And you were able to go through everything too?
Yeah, that's why. And then
TSA is not necessarily looking at.
Oh, yeah,
exactly
that's
which
true.
flight. They're
That's
just trying to
true.
make sure you have your
And
ID and
then
stuff.
when you go through TSA, like you just give your
funny.
ID now. So as long as the ID goes ding. So
Really? They check
Yeah.
my ticket always.
No, the front person checks that you
Yeah.
have a boarding pass to make sure you can go into the
to right.
TSA.
The right
Right.
gate and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're just looking that you have a ticket, not necessarily like they're not like cross-referencing.
I don't care.
Yeah, but
Like,
they're looking like,
good.
okay, you're obviously going to America, and this is American. You have your ticket. Okay, you can pass.
Well, I have pre-check, and they just give you just give them the ID, and then when you get the ID, it just has to go ding, and then they get the ID back.
That's a tip. Get pre-check.
I need to get pre-check.
I need a pre-check too.
Yeah, but it comes with global entry.
I
You should
need
get
to-
global
I
entry
know, I
since you're
need
going
to-
back and forth. Global
I need to
entry
go
is
back
like
to
the
that.
sickest thing.
Global entry would be great for you.
It's $100 for like 5 or 10 years or something like that.
That's not the same as TSA pre-check?
You could get it together.
It's even
It
better.
just comes with it. So then now when you come back through like international, like in customs and stuff like that, I don't even need to go through customs.
You don't need to take the picture?
There's the global entry thing, and you don't even pull out your passport or ID anymore. Now it's just facial recognition, like a fucking iPhone.
That's
You
tight.
go up to the machine, it takes your photo, and then they call your name, and then you walk on.
That's tight.
So I don't need. I just walk now.
Yep.
It was so annoying coming back yesterday, and then the guy that runs the global entry thing, he's like all happy, like come on through global entry, and everyone's like yeah.
Everyone's hyped.
And then I'm like fuck, I need to get this shit.
But is the process the same as getting TSA pre-check? Like
Yeah,
you have to
well,
go to the
it's one
place.
interview,
You have to
and
get the
You get both.
correct. Oh, okay.
So now
One interview.
easiest
What are your
way to do
weaknesses?
the easiest way to do it is you
I work too hard.
and then on your next international flight, when you come back through LA, in the baggage claim area, there's an office for an interview. So you set up your interview there.
Oh, okay.
Is it nervous? Do you get nervous when you get interviewed?
Dude,
Not if you don't.
I got so lucky.
So did I get the job or?
Can you just do it once you land?
You have to apply first.
Okay.
So apply and then you can.
yeah.
So shout outs to the TSA police guys, because on my first interview, I had a fan. My second interview, there was
You had a hater?
the guy that was interviewing me,
Internet troll.
the cop that was interviewing me, he wasn't a fan, but his partner was. So when he walked by, he goes, I've seen you. But the way he said it was like, you're a repetitive offender. Cause the guy that was looking at me and doing my renewal, he was like, how? Like his face got all like, oh shit, should I watch out for this
No
guy?
problem.
Yeah. And then I was dying because I was like, oh shit, no, I'm not like a criminal or anything like that. And then,
Because of your stories? That's why?
no,
Oh.
he's a fan. So the other guy's a fan, but the way he said it was like, yeah, I know who you are. like you're a fucking troublemaker like that,
Right.
you know? And then he told him like he watches JK and all that, and then everything was just about like that. And then they're not even asking me questions and shit. They're like, oh, okay, cool. All right, we'll be done.
Yeah, because it's all on YouTube.
Yeah. They know why you're traveling.
Yeah, they're like, I don't think he's a terrorist.
yeah, exactly.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. I think you guys convinced me to get some global entry. I think I've gotten the courage.
This is a global entry brand deal right here.
Let's go together.
Let's go, dude.
Let's book an international trip together.
I'll go to London.
Yeah, come on.
Dude, I'll third wheel it up.
Let's do it.
Ride the fucking double-decker bus. I've always wanted to.
I've always wanted to do that too, honey.
The double decker.
The only thing is global entry is so convenient and fast that when you come out through customs, like you beat your bags by like 15 minutes.
I don't like that.
But I like that because I'm always taking a nice long shit when I get down to the baggage claim area.
Is that your move?
That's my move every single time. You go down the escalators at LAX and then you take a left because the men's restroom's in the corner over there.
Yep.
Airport tip.
You know, wow.
There's your airport hack.
They leave that there because if you want to swallow drugs at the last minute before you get through. Yep.
That's smart.
Fun fact too. I don't know if this is still true for Chase Sapphire, the credit card, but they also pay for your TSA and global entry.
For real?
Oh.
They give you $100 credit.
Oh, I have Sapphire? That's tight.
Oh, it's on sign up.
Huh?
It's on sign up.
You might still get $100 credit. So basically, you'll pay for your $100 application fee.
I think I got the email too.
Just get rebated to your credit card.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Sapphire also should give you lounge access.
Yeah.
For real?
It's true.
Bro, I've always wanted lounge access. I walk by the lounges and I feel like a poor person.
That's when I feel I'm gonna miss my flight because then I end
It's
up.
too chill.
It's so.
It is
chill.
really
I'll
chill.
just eat all the breakfast. I'll eat all the, the
You get all the
breakfast
food,
buffet.
have all the drinks.
Cup of noodles even.
Oh, I remember another stupid time I missed the flight.
This is good.
I have my calendar set to 4 time zones. So I have like London, LA, Hawaii, and then Japan, right? And I'm never in those. So one time I had it set to a separate time zone, and then I was at the airport like 3 hours late or something.
Oh shit.
Because I was going back to Hawaii thinking that, yeah.
Shit. Dude, I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad. Were you really upset? What happened? Like, what's your emotionally? How do you feel?
I used to get mad a lot and like just get mad at myself a lot.
Yeah.
But then nowadays,
Sir.
Please stop doing that.
I think nowadays I'm better at controlling my. I don't want to get mad. I'm just like, let's just deal with this.
Yeah.
But before I would probably be pissed for 24 hours talking shit to myself. Yeah.
Just hitting your fucking forehead.
I like seeing that in the airport. That's actually really funny because when you sit there for a long time, you see people going through so many emotions.
Yeah,
Yes.
It is.
I do like
People watching.
people watching the airport is nice.
Yes.
The funniest thing that we ever saw in the airport, there's fucking there was just like fat white guy like with his back against the wall and he was asleep and he had his legs like this, and then we were just like looking at him because he kept like going like that, and then out of nowhere he like farted and he woke himself up. And he went like this. He went. Boom. And he farted so fucking loud, and everybody started laughing at him.
Those cheeks are rumbling.
Yeah, his legs went like this too.
Yeah. Oh, he shot one out. He probably got some hang time too. when you people watch,
You go like, man, having kids and traveling seems like a
terrible.
total fucking
Nightmare.
nightmare.
Insane.
It makes you not want to have kids because you go like, there's nothing for them to do. Like,
There's nothing you can do about it. You can't even get mad, honestly. Yeah.
Some of them do, and that's even crazier. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, that's a parent I'd probably be.
Crazy.
I saw these grandparents like taking care of this toddler, right? And then so they can't really move that fast. And then he gets his own like push cart thingy, and then he starts pushing it and just books it all the way down. And then grandma's trying to catch him, and I'm fucking dying.
Can't keep up.
You guys have issues sleeping on the plane?
Hell no.
I can never sleep.
I can pass out so easily.
I envy people like you.
Wait, what?
Like anybody who can sleep at the airport or sleep on a plane, I envy them.
I sleep from minute 1 till fucking landing, cause like, it's like I feel like a baby, but I have to strap. I always have to put the seatbelt. My arms.
Why?
through.
Like
'Cause
a
I go
straight
like
jacket?
this.
Oh, you'll hit people.
Yeah. So every time I go like this, and then I'm just going the whole flight.
You should just wear a straight jacket onto the plane.
Yeah, and the people next to him are like stupid.
I want to think. You know what Tiff does?
Just this whole row.
When she sleeps, bro, she does this. She gets a blanket
That's great.
I did that
Maybe I
yesterday.
should try that.
And she'll do that. It looks funny.
I can be
looks
like
hilarious.
I can be remming before takeoff.
The only time I had even a moment of like close to sleeping was like
Took some
I have to
Ambien?
be. Hell yeah. Is I have to be in the window seat and I have to like angle myself so that way my head can be like
Yeah.
propped up right here, but I still can't.
Oh,
I feel too like vulnerable.
comfortability.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you travel by
Unless
yourself
I'm in
a
like
lot?
first class, then I can maybe.
Do you
sleep.
travel by yourself?
Yeah.
That's probably the issue, dog.
Yeah,
You
it's
need to
like a
travel with somebody.
vulnerability.
Yeah, bro. You need to have a barrier between the random person next to you.
It sounds
Yeah,
like an
I'm-
opening to like hit on her. Like, oh, you travel by yourself? I mean, I'm available for you.
Hey, so you travel alone?
Nah,
gotta be
dude.
next to
I never
somebody
travel
you know.
alone.
Yeah, that sounds super sus.
Nah,
so
dude.
you
He's like, I'm a fighter.
I'll protect you.
don't worry, you
Yeah,
can
dude.
sleep.
Like, I'm a really good middle seat. I'm so good at middling.
Yeah, what seats do you guys like?
I like the aisle now.
Me too. I like
It
aisle.
makes no. You know what?
When I was a kid, I loved
The window.
Yeah.
I feel too
Now,
claustrophobic.
Aisle, because I like peeing a lot.
It makes no difference to me at all. I'll take
You're
middle.
strapped
I'm
in.
asleep. I don't even know I'm in the middle seat.
I can't do aisle because my fucking legs are too long and the carts of people will
they keep
walk
hitting
by
you?
me.
Yeah, that's
So if I'm trying to sleep and then I'm constantly getting woken up, like that shit pisses me off.
One time, this guy was trying to steal, like, he was a big dude. He was way bigger than me. And he was trying to steal, like, his knees were wide
no.
open. So I was like, all right, I can play this fucking game too, dude.
So you put it over like
So
this?
I did the same shit. I did
That's
it right.
tight.
So their knees are always like
yeah,
this the
my knees
whole
are touching.
flight?
I'm like, I know I'm more comfortable with physical skin touch than that guy is. And I eventually
Like this.
fucking won.
Yeah, but you know the whole flight, like
Yeah, I can play this game.
Oh, this is what you want to play, huh?
You guys are on the aisle and the window seat doing that?
The guys in the middle.
And I'm middling, bro. I'm just like, oh,
yeah, he's a good
jeez.
middle.